Hey everyone. Uh, so I have actually got an update on the fundraising side because once I started, doubting, hey, is the problem actually fixed here? I was like, it doesn't do much good to just wonder. I'm going to try and ask the person who talked about stuff earlier in the thread to see if maybe I'll get a response. And I do actually have some hope on that because she responded the same day. Like within 24 hours. And just having that engagement alone is something. And like, I also don't want to put too much on them as a person too, because individuals are not responsible for everything people at the top of the organization are doing, right? Like, there's a lot of frustration for me, and there's always hope whenever I'm trying to do something, but like, it just won't be entirely pointless. And it's frustrating the amount of times it feels like I'm talking to a brick wall, but sometimes things get through somewhat. So, I have some hope, and I hope that hope won't be crushed. I mean, like, still, there's still some questions I have about the response that she gave. But I'm hoping that I'll hear from her, because we haven't been hearing from people who we should be hearing from. And just hearing from anyone is nice, at least at this angle, right? I think I made some nice points. Like, I got through why it's so frustrating to have these conversations and what community members tend to want. Yeah, if people want to look at the section, I'll link it in chat. But I'm not going to put too much emphasis on all that while I'm waiting. Like, if we get to, like, several days and I don't hear a response, I'll just, be disappointed. But I have some hope, and I hope that hope isn't crushed, because it has a tendency to do that, and I hate that roller coaster of emotions of just trying so hard. And yeah. So instead, what I'm going to focus on for now are some comments that Risker made. And I think I can actually share my screen, so I'm going to see if this works. Seems like it does. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. So we're at 1,037 signatures. More than 13 million edits, more than 57,000 articles created. And the last thing to talk about today would be the newsletter that the foundation publishes, the foundation bulletin. And they talk about this by saying, product and technology introduced changes meant to increase the number and complexity of wishes fulfilled, including the disbanding of the community tech team. We are engaging in discussions about a proposed direction for the wish list from community members. And describing a situation like that, again, 22 days in, is just tremendously out of touch. A few people responded to the newsletter update by saying, how do you increase the number and complexity of wishes fulfilled when you disband the team dedicated to it? Not often you see an organization proclaim, we're improving X by disbanding the team dedicated to X. There are better ways to say that, like redistributing resources and workload from a single team to multiple teams. Well, you'll certainly be able to say that the amount of wishes fulfilled has finally settled at a consistent level if you burn the house to the ground in the interest of efficiency. The necessary resources are being redistributed onto the unemployment queue. I try to assume good faith and hope the workload will be redistributed efficiently, but I fear it may quietly disappear in favor of shinier projects. Better tracking of wishes, obviously. I think that's what folks in the biz call creative accounting. I have laundry and things to do for the rest of the day, so that's what's going on today. I really, really hope that middle part where I was reading out stuff was not just like the share screen button on live actually worked and it wasn't was not a, how would you even describe that? It's so hot here. It's like summer, and it's so easy for that to affect your thinking because you're like, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, all right.